What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I have to make a quick apology for ghosting you guys for 3 weeks. Life has been really fast lately, and I'm trying to keep up with it. I'm doing my best, but I'm back, and this week we have a very fun DIY video. I haven't had the opportunity to really share my creative side yet. So for Halloween, I took it upon myself to make 3 Labubu costumes with stuff that we had at home and made it from scratch. And with the help of my mother-in-law, she made our little headpieces, and I decided to put together a tutorial for anyone that may be interested in making this costume in the future. The reason I chose Labubu is because I love pop culture, and to be alive in a year where you see this little character go from this underground thing to super mainstream, super hyped, incredibly adorable. Labubu is this generation's Hello Kitty. So I think it's a very fun, iconic character. If you know me and you know my work, I am an illustrator, and character design is very interesting and cool to me. And I love characters in general. Big fan of SpongeBob. Have always loved Hello Kitty and Karopi and all of those little cute Sanrio friends. So when Ghost and I discovered Pop Mart's Labubu, we immediately became obsessed. And since he's still so new, there were no Labubu costumes out this year. I love a challenge, and I decided to make these fun little Labubu masks from foam board, which is something that I did several years ago. We did a family Nightmare Before Christmas costume, or thrifted or bought the items of clothing and made it our own style and made these masks from foam board. I purchased the mask design from another YouTuber. Her account is called Midnight Raven Designs. Our Halloween costumes are lock, shock, and barrel. And I remembered that the barrel masks were round and kind of the perfect shape for Labubu. We redesigned the barrel mask template and made a Labubu template. I'm going to drop a free PDF. Please use at your discretion. This is a copyrighted image. It's free. I'm not making any money off of this, and it's meant for your own entertainment purposes. I'm sure next year there will be Labubu masks and Labubu costumes everywhere, but I'm early to the game, and I love that. So anyway, please enjoy my Labubu DIY tutorial. I missed you guys. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe so I can keep making videos for you, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace. For this costume, you'll need some fabric, colored foam board, PE foam dowels, paintbrushes, crazy glue, mesh ribbon, scissors, gold acrylic paint, an X-Acto knife or 2, and some Sharpies. First step was the template. I started by designing my mask template in Procreate, but good news, you don't have to do this step. I'm including the printable template in the video description so you can skip ahead. I took the original barrel mask design and reimagined it into Labubu, sketched it out, printed it, and started cutting. I cut out the separate pieces, teeth, eyeballs, base, and taped them together to make sure the shape felt right. At first, the eyes were too big, so I reshaped them. And then shrunk entirely by 20% at FedEx office because the original size was a little too large for my face. Next, I transferred the paper mask onto heavy cardstock and cut out each element to use as a stencil. I started with the teeth, cutting them from the white foam board with an X-Acto knife. And then I used leftover foam board scraps to create the whites of the eyes. Make sure to take your time here. I cleaned up the raw edges with scissors and it all looked nice and crisp. Then I cut the final mask base from a thicker piece of flesh-colored foam board. I traced the eye holes. Marked where the nose would go, and moved on to the mesh. The mesh I had wasn't dark enough, so I doubled it up. I taped it securely onto the back of the mask so it wouldn't shift, and checked to make sure I could still see through it. Then I started assembling the layers on top. The whites of the eyes, brown of the eye shape, eyebrows from scraps, the nose, and finally his little iconic teeth. I painted the nose with a tiny brush, which, in hindsight, I probably should have done before gluing it on, but hey, trial and error here. I then used my own blush to do the signature Labubu cheek circles. Yes, my actual makeup. And then outline the mouth with the detail brush. Once that dried, I added the sparkle whites of the eyes and used the same paint for the freckles. Then came the key rings. I had painted a few of these ahead of time, but here I am showing you one in real time. I painted the Monsters logo and the Pop Mart logo on the gold ribbon. Really taking my time so I wouldn't have to double my work later. I cut the foam dowels, crazy glued them, and used a mini clamp to hold them in place while drying. This part was kind of a pain, but it worked. Once dry, I added another coat of metallic gold. This paint is super stinky, so definitely crack a window, or find a less toxic version if you can. I wanted a very metallic look, so RIP my little brain cells. To make the tag, I snapped a picture of Labubu's original tag, traced it over my iPad, and used the fabric scraps to create 3 of them, one for each costume. I went over the final version with Sharpie and added the details by hand, and we later safety pinned these onto our costumes. My mother-in-law, Melanie, is a real MVP here. She sewed all the headpieces for us instead of buying them online, and we saved a ton of money, and she loved the challenge. She added hidden wire channels so the ears could stand up and sewed on buttons to hold them in place. ghost headband was made out of fabric strip, a headband, and a glued on keyring. And here is our final look. Yes, I did wear my Labubu costume to the gym and trained in it because why not? This was a total labor of love. I made it for my family and for my YouTube family. If you like this costume and make it yourself, please make sure to tag me. I seriously love seeing other people's creations.